Got original content? Today we'll discuss conducting research at the archives. I'm Michelle Franklin, the Reading Room Supervisor of the Special Collections and Archives in the William Allen White Library. The ESU Archives is headquartered in the Circle Drive in the William Allen White Library Building, room 119. Our business hours are Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or by appointment. You can reach us by phone or email. The goals for today's session are to share information about the Special Collection and Archives, encourage the creative application of ESU's one-of-a-kind historical treasures, explore some of our collections, and learn how archivists relate to the history profession. We house and maintain inactive university records, personal papers of faculty and alumni, and historical collections. The resources will be found in several formats, including paper, electronic, and 3D. We also have retro equipment to view and listen to various media forms. Acquisitions occur in two ways. We have transfers and donations. Transfers are generally university records and are often regulated by the state. Donations come at random. You can contact the university archivist, Ashley Todd Diaz, if you need to send materials, and she can chat with you about it. Before researchers can use them, newly acquired materials are processed and rehoused for preservation. Here the paper clips, staples are removed. They are put in acid-free folders and boxes to hopefully preserve them for the future. Next, they're described in catalog records and finding aids. Most of the research for this is done by students. The nature of archival materials is that only a tiny portion of all documents have been published or printed, and even fewer have been made available online. Most information is still in its unstudied form, primary sources. This raw information is valuable because it's created in the past at a time in which the actors of an earlier era recorded their doings, their thoughts, and their reactions. It is the remaining evidence of life in the past. Before coming to the archives, you first need to have consulted secondary sources and published or printed materials. Next, you want to determine what you still need to find out. Identify and locate the materials you want to consult, and then contact the archives or respective institution to inquire about use and access. A researcher must be able to find and select archival materials that serve the purpose, understand their characteristics, mine the archival materials productively. The success of a researcher depends on the knowledge of the research requirements, creativity, availability of finding aids, and the degree of cooperation between the researcher and the archivist. Only ESU has university records from 1863 to the present, the Anderson photos, local oral history, William Allen White papers, the Woodrow Wilson scrapbook, the M.F.K. Fisher papers, and the Mayhew scrapbook. Highlights of the collection include the William Allen White collection, the most used. It includes William Allen White's literary manuscripts, personal correspondence, photographs, published works, as well as his son and daughter's papers. This collection is especially important for its correspondence with prominent historical and literary figures, including Roosevelt, Hoover, Ferber, Sinclair, and Howells. The Mayhew scrapbook consists of approximately 183 items that reflect the people that May's father Thomas Hughes interacted with in both his personal and professional life. Highlights of the scrapbook include 3 pages featuring letters and photographs by Queen Victoria, her husband Edward Albert, and each of their children. This section includes a wax seal, as you see here. The Walter Manderson collection includes approximately 20,000 images documenting the history of Emporia in Lyon County, Kansas. Especially important for its thorough representation of railroad history in Kansas and its images made during the last half of the 20th century. 600 of those images are online. To access the Walter Manderson collection, go to the Kellogg catalog, select the advanced search. You want to go to the location field and choose the drop box Anderson collection. Once you type in your subjects, click submit, and a list of relevant images will appear. The Archives catalog is different than the Kellogg catalog. you'll find different records. To reach it, you go to the main library page. On the left, you choose ESU Archives. There are two ways once you get there: the left drop box or the tab here. The catalog will come up. You can search your search box here. You can do precision search for limiting. You can create list. Always be able to go to the archives home or the library's home page. There's some search suggestions. You can do some social networking and so forth. We entered the search term paddle here for the example, and 3 records came up. Next shows a abbreviated version of the finding aid, where you can look, a quick glance over of what is in the collection. Once you think that it might be something that you'd want to look at, you can click on a link to go to the finding aid. The finding aid is going to open up in Word, and you just need to choose that you want to open it with Office. By default, you may be able to use some other software. I'm not sure. The unidentified photo album is what we're looking at here. That's what we clicked on. You get a descriptive summary, historical information, scope and content, any restrictions, how it's arranged, search terms that are related, and then here's some administrative stuff. The ESU Archives, again, is 1200 Commercial Street, Campus Box 4051. You can reach us by phone or email, and we're here to serve you. So if you have any questions about researching, we're happy to chat with you and get things going for you. Thanks a lot.